Okay, so I ended up popping these out, just regular pins, and putting the K&S, putting it in that stock one I was telling you about, so I didn't have to order any of these, because later on when I build that other one, I'll buy all the parts for it, and I haven't decided what I want to do with all that yet. So I've got these now. So we'll just see how this works. And just stick that in there, and then with these, I know these matter with as far as the indentions and stuff with the regular spring triggers and stuff, but I don't think they really matter where those go. These little notches. With a solid trigger, because you don't have multiple pieces in there, it's just one. I think it's just as long as it holds it in there. So you just line it up. I always find it's easier to get this first one in right here, because once you get it in and started, there we go. Oh wow, that thing just slides right. Uh-oh. Alright, so that just slides right in. Alright, cool thing about this mallet is too, it's got a I guess a copper end or a brass end and a plastic end. So it doesn't scuff up everything. And this thing was all scuffed up when it came in, just because it came in plastic. Just because it came in this bag. So like all my other ones, like my original one, what is this? Aerotech, or what is this? I bought two of them. Aero Precision. No, it's right there. Right there. And I really like these Aero Precision ones too. They're really good. But so right now, then you grab the other one and stick it in there. Push down on it. There goes. And those went in way too easy for my liking. That's why on these, I guess it's better to do the anti-slip. So these things, we'll see. This front one shouldn't come out when you're shooting it. It should not move. Just for the simple fact is, when you have that other piece on top of it, it's going to cover that. So it's not going to be able to move at all. The only one that might move is this bottom one right here, the second one. But we'll see. And then my ambidextrous trigger, or safety. And then there's that little bitty notch in it. It goes wherever, you'll look on yours where that hole is, right there, because that's where the spring and little, I don't know what the heck, plunger looking thing, I don't know what those called. I know where they go, I'm not a technical name guru by any means, but you got to push the trigger down a little bit so it'll seat in there right. Alright, this thing does not want to go in. There it goes. There she is. Alright, there's that. So now with this, I'm going to put one side on. Since I am a right-handed, I am going to put the big one on this side. Go put it down this way. Make sure when you look at it that down here, see that little cut in on there? I don't know if you can see it. This ain't. Sorry about the video. As I do more of them, I'll go buy some. Oh, there we go. Buy some more stuff, but I figured I'd try it. But see that little flat spot? That's going to be facing down, because that is actually what goes on your trigger. That's what keeps it from firing and all that. So face that down. then put the little pin in. The little pin goes in this little plunger looking thing, little torpedo looking thing, goes in there. And then you just turn it and you'll hear it click in actually. You'll feel it click, you'll feel it kind of click in. It'll move eventually. There it is. So she's in right there. So it's in right there. So then I put my big one on the right side because I'm right-handed. And the only one downside on these, which it's not really a downside, is with my, well, this one actually might fit upright. No. So when they made this safety, they made it to hold, it will do a AR-15 and it will work on an AR-10. Well, the AR-10s are bigger. So these things tend to stick out a little bit, which I don't necessarily like because it doesn't fit flush mount. So one side is going to be higher than the other, and it usually, and I believe it is this side because it don't have the plunger. Well, no, the other side because it. Oh, I just put those on backwards. No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And then grab your whichever pistol grip you want, and I'm starting to like this a lot more. So I hope I'll put it all back together. Yep, wrong side. So with this, alright, so I'm an idiot. Don't do that because you're gonna need to get in there for the screw. So put your spring in here and make sure that don't fall out. Put that in there. And then put that, oh shit. And then put this on there like so. When you put this in there, it'll line up in there. Make sure when you push it in and it snaps in, or this one didn't snap in, but there it goes. When it seats in, when you look at that, make sure you do not pinch that. Because if you pinch that, it will mess up your safety. And then you just try your safety. And she's working. Hey, little clicks. And some people I've seen put grease on that stuff. I don't do any of that. Now I just gotta put the screw on that came with. Oh, here she is. And you get the screw and put it on in there. And if you look down in there, you can't really see with this camera, but you stick it down in there. First, get your screwdriver ready, which I have no idea what's at. There it is. This is not a normal screwdriver. This might not work right. I might have to go get a regular screwdriver. But you drop it in there, fish it in there a little bit, push that head. Oop. There she goes. It'd be easier if I had a magnetic big one. There she is. Alright, she's in there. And that won't work. But the cool thing about this tool is it's got everything you need. So, since that had a square head on it, let's see if that works. Some people put Loctite on this stuff. I don't. Not on this one. Put a little bit of Loctite on the when you do these. If you do the other ones, put them on the screws. But this one, I'm gonna have to go get a regular screwdriver. But I'm gonna do that off camera. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back.